Hi Robuxio traders, welcome again to our new market update. In this one, we will check current market conditions. We will look at which strategies are performing well and which one are performing worse. And then I want to show you how amateurs are trading and how we are taking advantage of their behavior. So firstly, something to current market conditions. You basically know that since the last market top, which was on March 14, we are basically moving sideways in two types of triangles, which means that market is not just moving sideways, but it also means that market is moving sideways with the volatility that is collapsing. It means that day-to-day moves are getting smaller and smaller. You can see it here that basically right now on 10 days average, we are getting to the numbers that are basically the low in last 6 months. So the volatility is very low. Not the best environment to trade in. Honestly, it is probably one of the worst environment you can trade in because we don't mind range bound market. We don't mind if the market is moving sideways, but if the market is moving sideways and the volatility is getting lower and lower, these are the conditions that you can really see how good or not our solution is built. So these are the current conditions. And now let's check Robuxio portfolio's performance since the last market top. You can see that Bitcoin since the top in March is in the drawdown about 15% right now, and Robuxio's portfolios based on the one you are trading is in the drawdown of -7 to -3-4%. So in my opinion, these are very good results. Another thing you can see is that Bitcoin was in a drawdown of 20% in one time, while Robuxio's portfolios were in a drawdown of 7, 8 to 4%, which is just great. And what is even more important is to understand what strategies made the money, how we were able to basically stick with such a low drawdown. Because if there is no movement in the market, of course, trend strategies that are taking advantage of trends cannot make any money at all. And you can see it here on the pink equity line basically. You can see that trend strategies are in a drawdown of about 20%. Those are strategies like trend catcher, momentum catcher, volatility catcher, and so on. They were trying to make some money until April 15, and then you can see that based on the volatility that is getting lower and lower, trend strategies are not moving a lot. Basically, they tend to be in flat last 1 month. But what is perfect is that we are trading mean reversion strategies too. And if you check the difference, how much mean reversion strategies made since the last market top in last 2 months, they made quite a lot of money. They made almost 30% performance. Of course, we are still in a drawdown with our whole portfolio because our trend strategies have slightly higher weights compared to mean reversion strategies because they tend to perform better over the long term. But mean reversion strategies are super important diversifier and stabilizer in current conditions. And this is the reason why we have them and why we trade this all-weather portfolio. You can see that especially in 2024, mean reversion strategies are performing especially well. In this slide, you can see Robuxio's performance in last 30 days. You can see that even in last 30 days, Bitcoin was in a drawdown between minus 10 to minus 6 to 7%, but we are in a profit of 3 to 5% based on the portfolio you are trading. And the main reasons are our mean reversion strategies, especially our mean reversion strategies short, that are shorting the market, that are basically trading against these overreactions to the long side. And these overreactions, especially in this environment, are giving us very nice opportunities because market tends to close these kind of moves. And this is also why I wanted to show you this slide. Because, sometimes we get 2 days movement to the long side, and some of our clients are giving us questions why we are not in long positions, or we get some market movement to the short side, and again, why we are not in the short positions. But market is not working that way. For example, check the equity curve of very simple strategy that is trading one environment, and it is that it is trading basically price action when the market makes very quick move to the long side. We are entering long and we are holding position 1 day only, which is exactly the condition in which amateurs are getting into the market. They just see that something is happening, something huge. They enter the market, and what happens? Most of the time, the market trades back against them. And that's why in these conditions, mostly people losing money. They are not making money at all. And we are taking advantage of it. We know that amateurs are trading that way, and that's why there is some edge that we can use for our strategies, because this is definitely not the strategy we would like to trade. We are trading against them. And that's why our equity curve of one of our mean reversion strategies can look similar to this one. Basically, what we are doing here is that we are trading against very steep overreactions to the long side. Imagine it, for example, that way, that market is somehow moving, then it makes very long move to the long side. Amateurs are getting here to the long side, but we are smarter than them. We enter shortly against this move, and we are speculating on this mean reversion market environment. And this is how the equity curve looks like. Compare it with this one. Nothing you would like to trade, but this one is showing you that there is an edge trading against these so-called silly money. Okay, so that's it for today. If you have any question, please feel free to ask anything. I'm always happy to answer because I want you to understand what we are trading. Thank you, and let's stay in touch. Bye.